Okay, this is another few minutes of fishing in the Highlands in Sutherland. My friend Peter at the front of the boat with the yellow boots on has got a trout on. We're both fishing traditional loch style. That's basically having the wind behind you, casting a short to medium length line, retrieving the flies back at a suitable speed. Say a suitable speed, you need to experiment a bit for the day in question.
On the black hairy.
And we're both using 10-foot Witchwood 3-weight fly rods. My friend was told by one of the Highland tackle shops that a 3-weight fly rod would be hopeless in Sutherland for your trout fishing, but the trouts don't seem to know that. See, the point is, when you're on the bank or in a boat, when you have the wind behind you, you're not actually battling with the elements. Well, you are battling a bit with the wind, but at least you can get your flies out and they land softly on the water, which I think is very important. And also the long soft action rods makes playing fish a joy. So you'll see a bit of strange distortion here on the image. It's me trying to get the best out of a 360-degree camera. So to do a sort of TV production, I could do with a crew of 6 and half a dozen cameras, but you just got me with something planted on my head. But the day in question was really quite delightful, apart from the glary sun, which isn't the best thing for trout fishing. In fact, on some waters it can mean it's a complete non-starter. And the interesting thing on some of these Sutherland lochs is that you don't find that many fish taking your fly right beside the boat. Because normally with this traditional loch fishing, you do a short cast and the fly that's bouncing on the top of the water as it gets close to the boat is so often taken. With this particular loch and half a dozen others that are now nearby, you get most of your results when the fly starts moving a couple of feet, and then in mid-distance you will get the odd one beside the boat, but nothing like when I've fished in the Orkneys, when, for me, say 70% of the fish I catch is right beside the boat. It can be quite exciting at times because you're looking at the fly and seeing the fish coming from out of the depths and grabbing it. But not the case here.
It almost looks as if there's 3 people in that boat, doesn't it?
So this particular day, later on in the day, we had too much wind and had to leave this large shallow area.
Expensive, those.
And then the wind settled down and we came back, and there was a fish of over 3 pounds brown trout taken, and several fish round about the 1.75 pound mark. But unfortunately, I was too engrossed in the fishing to remember to record some more.
Fun. Yeah, the Orkney boats have
I've got
rotating.
quite a bit of footage of just ploughing from one end of the loch to the other with the electric outboard, but I think once you've seen 20 seconds of that, you've seen enough. But these fish are quite amazing, how a little trout, the strength of them is unbelievable. And no doubt I'll get another ticking off from one of the commentators that I didn't wet my hand, but my hands were actually wet enough as I was fishing, and fishing with barbless hooks, and I don't grip the fish and squeeze the living daylights out of it. It's just lightly handled and quickly back in the water. So I'm not surrounded by a multitude of dead and dying distressed fish. I don't know whether you saw that in the distance. There was as I say, a little bit of a splash when the fish took the fly almost instantly. We were using Peter Ross, like a small teal and blue and silver on the tail, and a couple of different coloured hoppers. The black hopper seemed to be the most popular as far as the fish were concerned. So once again, I hope you've enjoyed this little insight into Sutherland. If you get a chance to go up there and fish, do so.
No, I'm all right. I'll just let it go. Yeah, it's dropped off anyway. But that one went well.
We were fishing this loch a couple of days beforehand, and
You need a hand, are you all right?
So incredibly windy, we were restricted to a very small area around the boathouse.
They fight out of all proportion to the size, don't they?
So if you've got so far watching me, please subscribe or tick the like or dislike box. It helps getting my stuff viewed and keeps me going, producing more. So thank you again. Bye for now.